Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See how long we can keep this going. It just died.
You're out.
Welcome to the show, as you can see, and I'm looking at Anna Marie Sullivan there. But
Anna Marie is here.
She is here.
Yes, Ann is not here.
Ann is not here.
That would be
and
the one
you
missing.
are here.
I am here, yes.
And Layne Wheeler is with us today, and thank
glad
you
to
very
be
much
here.
for jumping in at the last moment. Ann had an emergency, and we're going to let her have her emergency because it's very important what she's doing right now, and sometimes that happens.
It does.
Do you ever call into work and say, I'm not going to be there today?
You know, when you work for yourself, it doesn't do any good.
Yeah.
Who do you call?
Who do you call? You
No one else cares.
You just don't show up,
You
and
don't
that's it.
show up, and you still have to do all the same things you would have been doing anyway. So,
I kind of think that Ann didn't want to show up because it's Zumba day today.
I noticed when you asked me about coming, you didn't share the whole Zumba and what I'd be doing.
Well, I wanted you to say yes first so you wouldn't back out.
That worked. And then you said, be sure and wear pants. I thought, well, now there's an interesting comment.
Yes.
And then I get here and Judy says, oh, you have to take your shoes off. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be disrobed before the rest of this is over.
Okay. We won't go that far.
Thank you.
But Anastasia
I'm looking
Gillum's
forward
going to
to
be here. Do you know anything about Zumba?
Other than what I've read, it looks very interesting. Yeah.
I think it's a
I'm excited
combination of
about
different
it.
things. It's not really high impact. I think it's pretty low impact, and I think anybody can do it. But she'll be here to tell us all
Good.
about
I'm
that.
excited about that. I did a dance exercise class previously and loved it, and so I'm really excited to hear from her.
Can we announce that what you told me just earlier?
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
announce that you're going to get married in
That's right.
a few days?
15 days.
15 days.
Yeah, from today. I'm counting.
Are you counting like a sentence, or?
No, I have been wooled about this whole wedding thing since it first started. We started planning it back in December, and it's real little. So it's not even like a big wedding. I don't know how people do big weddings. It would be beyond me. I'd have to elope about halfway through the process. And just all the details and stuff, and I'm excited and it's fun, but I'm ready for it to be here, and I'm ready to leave on the honeymoon. So,
So you're going to get married in Branson.
Going to get married in Branson.
And then where's the honeymoon going to be?
We are going on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas, which is the big cruise ship that Royal Caribbean's just come out with, and we're going to Haiti. Going to Haiti and 2 parts in Mexico.
Really?
And, yeah.
And where do you take off from? Galveston or in Texas? Or?
Fort Lauderdale, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or Miami. I don't know. I'm not in charge of the honeymoon. I'm in charge of the wedding. He's in charge of the honeymoon.
Okay.
So
you're going to fly or drive down? Or
I'm going
fly down?
to fly down and spend Friday traveling, get married on Thursday, spend Friday traveling, and leave on Saturday.
Got some weather going on down there in Florida right now.
Yeah, and then, we kept watching where all the oil was going, too, how's this all going to work out? But
yeah, it's not
once we're there.
Even if it was full of oil, it wouldn't affect your honeymoon, would it?
If I get through the whole wedding part, I'm just happy to be going anywhere.
Well, good.
There can be tar balls. I don't care.
So was this a large decision on your part to get married again?
We dated for 3 years now, and I'm really glad. It's a good commitment. He's a wonderful guy. He's put up with me for 3 years, which very calm, very gentle, very sweet. Needs to be very patient.
And if
very tolerant.
If he were here, what would he say about you?
Fireball comes to mind.
Fireball?
Not
really?
calm, not
Really?
patient, not sweet.
You don't throw
Fun.
things, do you?
Not anymore.
Did you really at one time?
At one time I did, and I could hit you if
Did-
I
oh,
aimed
is that
at you. You best be moving.
Okay.
But true story, I quit when this was years back, into my teenage years. I threw something. I had one thing that was very expensive in the house. It was a vase that we'd been given for our anniversary, and I was at home by myself. I burned the Rice Krispie treats. I wasn't even mad at anybody. Threw the Rice Krispie box down. It hit on a stair, sailed up, and wiped out a crystal vase. Last time I ever threw anything. I know there was nothing else in the whole trailer that was worth anything.
Oh,
They took out the only good thing we had.
Yeah, so it was worth some money.
I don't know how much. A lady had given it to us for our wedding.
Oh, boy.
There was an antique dealer, and
Do
it
you
was an
remember
antique.
now what you were mad about?
Yeah, I burned the Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, is that it?
That was it.
I
That
thought it was something,
No,
something big.
no. It was the third time I burned them, but I was learning to cook, and I was going to make Rice Krispie treats for my new
you're
husband
just
when he
frustrated.
came home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quit
That's
throwing
good.
things after that.
Yeah, age does a lot to you, doesn't it?
It does. I'm much calmer than I used to be, which is scary.
You didn't have red hair back then, did you? Because redheaded people kind of tend to be a little...
No, my husband was redheaded. I was widowed. This was my husband,
Right.
high school sweetheart. We'd married, and he had red hair. And he could get mad so fast And by the time I worked up to being mad, he was over it. And I'd say something, I'd have a very carefully prepared speech, probably why I threw things at that time, because like there's no way I could get his attention. And I'd tell him what I thought, and he'd go, you know, you just hold a grudge. I'm over that. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
He'd just going, oh my gosh. Then he'd
Just
be mad
threw water
again.
on the problem, didn't
yeah,
you?
it wasn't
Yeah.
fun at that
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
So we argued for about the first year and then quit after
Then
that.
quit. Well,
Yeah,
that's
for
good.
the next 9.
Anything else going on with you?
That's it.
Business
Busy at
going-
work.
busy at
Business
work?
is going good. Yeah,
How's
business is
the
going good.
market? I mean, what's going on
Kind
with
of
that?
wobbling around.
You know, at
we-
one time when you were doing these shows with us once a month, I mean, it was real in flux and people didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like, I mean, the stock market just kept going, irregardless of what was going on with,
It really
with the
did.
economy. Yeah.
It